Hello, this is Rupture Homes. It's not actually, well, it is, it says so. But anyway, welcome back and stuff. Uh, expanded the farm. Got a turtle living in it. Oh, I also starting at the map. Well, I had this shut down anyway. But stop hitching. But then I was like, just exhausted last night. And, I'm leaving. And I left. And I got like, I was at the door to my office, and Hunter was in here, and she said to me, "Why is your computer shutting down?" And the answer to that was when Morty the cat came over from under the desk. She stepped, I don't know when or for that matter why. One day in 1990, Mumble, some idiot decided that power buttons on computers shouldn't be in the back anymore. They should be on top where cats step on them. And that happens to me. Anyway. So, yeah, this is about the same, but the farm is expanded. I reworked the wool machine bit a little and also built a shell around it so we have industrial. We've had some problems. Just graphite everywhere. Nothing dangerous. 3.6 front guns, I'm told, is about the same as a chest x-ray. But, yeah, there's kids running around in my factory, and I don't think that's wise. But it's what's happening. Anyway, I did do the. Let me see if I if I can get to it. I don't know if I. Hang on a sec. Although it's really messy in here, is the thing. So I went ahead. I can't get up there. I went. I built that out a little more. Put in a. Okay, wait. Don't. I don't like it when you go the wrong way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's either way. It's the same. So, just to. If I'm not standing here, it just keeps running. To which end, if it, I don't think we're, yeah, I've actually got so much, this isn't even connected to anything, it's just storage for, if one of these ever actually gets used up, and it's not going to be right now, I can just reach in and grab one of those, throw it in here to make up for it, and then eventually we'll get back to building up, to making new ones out of ingots, and then we'll break up cubes to get ingots, a thing. This is, I don't know what to call it, industrial housing, I guess. It's just where all of the little, proles live, and they, live in here. It's not really, full yet. We're still, well, you saw the kids. I assume I saw them. Are the kids in the room now? So they're still reproducing. Now here's where it gets weird. They're making kids happen, which right now there is no cure. I got assorted junk stashed wherever I can just put it until I get back to it. I don't know if we have anyone right now. Maybe. For some reason. Okay, realize these people, and I call them people charitably. Oh, they're pretty close. All came from up there, the Norse. I mean, this is, the Viking invasion prior to 1066 is what's happening. They have never known anywhere south of here. These are wildlings, right? They're not from the South End. And yet, are you gonna? No, you're not doing it. Every once in a while, every few days, and it's, at this point we're at day 1029, so I did the farms on like day 1000. Well, the first one anyway. They're not using this, they don't understand this, but they just jump in the water, and this is a long walk still, better than swimming, and I'm hitching a bit because it's still loading. Okay, I'm not catching any in the act, but we have this immigration issue. They're walking into the water and just bobbing along until they get to about here, and they hang a right. And for some unaccountable reason, they're going... Not that... They must not be coming in here because they could, but they couldn't get out. So they're actually going all the way... Get off me. All the way around this damn thing. There's one. He's not from in there. There's one. He's a bum. They're just every once in a while, these people-looking things. One of them just goes for a walk, and then goes for a swim, and then goes for a migration. And it's the invasion of the Bodydoubles. So I don't know if they're ultimately making their way in here, because I wouldn't have thought it, but I saw it happen a few days ago, a couple episodes ago. We had a raid that went pretty long. It kind of, things happened. A couple of sheep died. And the bad guys, the pillagers, wound up in here and somehow spooked a fair percentage, a decent number of these guys, into magically climbing this thing. They were all up here. Some of them probably fell down there for all I know. I didn't see it, but at least 2 or 3 of them, 3 or 4, got out here. And then before I could, and that was before we had anything over there. So I was thinking I would just package them up. And what are you gonna do? What's he gonna do? Are you going in there? Is that a thing you can do? Because I saw him go back in. He's gonna do it, isn't he? No, he chickened out. No, yes, maybe, no. Do something. I don't know what he's doing. It's mystifying. Get up. I want to see this from somewhere. Oh, he's going to follow me like an idiot. No, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't follow me. So I guess... Okay. Mathematically, geographically, I don't know what's wrong with them. Let me show you why this... Okay, I'll show you what I think I know. How's that sound? What I've heard. Oh, damn it to hell, I looked at the keyboard stupidly enough, because I don't know how keyboards work. This corner being the most, northeast element of the village, right? Nothing else around here matters to the village. Like, this empty space would matter if it weren't empty space. The glass doesn't count for anything. So, fundamentally, we're at negative 200 by negative 160. That would be 2 meters that way. That's good. Remember that. Negative 2 by negative 160. And the cat is remodeling for me, apparently. So, if we go 160 meters from any point of the village, we have to be at least 160 meters away, in order to ensure that any bed we put down, and presumably leave down, I think if you put one down and pull it up, I don't think it counts. I mean, it might count while it's sitting there. But, so right now we are 100 meters away, just in this direction. Add 20, 30, 40, 50. So right here, diagonally it's going to be Pythagoras gets involved. But I'm reasonably certain that by the time we get to here, we're still 100 meters away just by going east. Now we're 100 meters away going north. And then we still have... Am I just wrong? Am I really that close? I don't think I am. I guess what I need to know is whether... And then to make this count, you're going to want the bed... Well, if they're wondering, it would be about this point. The closest beds are in that house, but I don't know if that's relevant. If they're standing here, they might know about those beds. But still, this is 130 meters and 100 meters. I mean, it's not 230 meters, technically, if you go diagonal, but I wouldn't think these people would have any knowledge of the beds in that village. All I can think is that they're wandering randomly. I I've gone here. And walking in the water, because I could see them doing that. And about the time they get here, they suddenly, hey, that's over there. It's a thing. And they, do the weird bobby, jaunt through the water for 3 or 4 game days, by the way. It takes them forever. I suppose the solution, well, there's a couple of, the solution is because I have, unless I move all of this farmland, it's not going to matter. Probably fences. It just seems like pretty duh. And for that, I'm really at this point waiting for 114.3. Partly, I don't like this. I don't hate it. I mean, it's functional, but it sounds stupid. Toomp, toomp, toomp. And it's not a good design. And the best thing about it is you don't need lights. Nothing's going to spawn on this stuff, I think. I could be wrong about that, maybe. But so far as I know, there's no spawning on this. The alternative would be to build a bridge, a causeway, really. It'd be sea level. About like one of these. Just, there's a turtle, so that's a horrible example. Okay, here. This will be illustrative. If you have, from here to here, and then however long, I could just have, basically, a causeway, kind of a road. It's an even number, 1, 2, 3, 4, when you're not talking about curbs. But that's okay because the nature of the blocks. I've seen people try it might work if you build like an airport in Minecraft. But trying to replicate any kind of a street, they always try to put down, I'll put white lines in the middle, and so they make it, 5 wide. Lines in the road are never a meter wide. It just doesn't happen. For that matter, roads aren't 4 meters wide. I mean, the average car is 2 meters wide, so... Yeah, arguably you could park 2 cars next to each other on a road that's 4 meters wide, but I wouldn't suggest you're going to lose side mirrors if you tried driving past each other. So it would be more like a, Well, actually, this being rural, I guess, we've decided this is agrarian, farmland, Neolithic mess. Roads are going to be, at best, maybe masonry here, maybe, it could be dirt with pathways shoveled in, but as we get further north, we can start talking about more technologically advanced elements, I guess, although in aesthetic terms, so far I've got a big ugly building, which is kind of big and ugly on purpose. I mean, I wanted it to look vaguely industrial, where kids shouldn't go in because just so much graphite. But, as we go, which then, raises more questions. I should start throwing, I don't care. There are things I wouldn't hate seeing in the game, but not to the degree that I want people to do my bidding. It's like, you need to put this in. You know what you should put in your game? There's a minorly inside joke. I write, novels. And you'd be amazed how many times a minute someone comes out and, you know what you should put in a book? Well, granting no one cares what you want, and that's why you're not putting it in a book, I'm gonna not listen to your ideas. Shut up. You can't do that. This is like petitioning to make Dumbledore ungay. It's not up to you. Shut up. I don't care if Dumbledore is gay. It's Harry Potter. I don't give a damn. It's not about me. It's got nothing. It's not for me. It's not a thing that, how will I ever survive if they do this? I don't care about it. I don't care that people care about it. You can care about it, that'll be great, but it's not my problem. And you're sitting there trying to tell someone who sold like 1 billion copies, hey, you know what would be even better than what you've got away with so far that all of these people dug? But if it were me, and bear in mind, me is someone who no one will... I don't even know how to write a whole book. I get burned out. Chapter 1 is this paragraph that's 3 pages long without any, hit enter. That's my book. And it's so good, though. I don't live here. I'm just going to find a place to crash. There should be beds not in use. The trick then is finding one. Because they go to sleep before I can. So don't get away from me. Go play with the graphite. No. Oh, so I looked into it. This is not related to features or gameplay. Oh, the thing where I'm using like a quad-core CPU on this thing. Which arguably I could upgrade. I think I might even be able to keep the motherboard and just, you know, smack on it. I don't know, it depends. It's irrelevant. This here where I've got where is it? Yeah, four quad core as opposed to like an octa core or a. Now they're announcing the 60, so there's a hexadecimal core I guess coming out or something. Entirely irrelevant. I looked into the architecture and Minecraft, apart from being basically bloatware, I mean it's sort of like Windows got there for a while before was it XP where they just gave up and based it on the NT and I guess architecture from the end of the century. So we made a mistake. There was like Windows 3.11, 3.1 stuff left over and Windows 98 and Millennium. Remember that? Anyway, it's fundamentally a single core game. The coding in this could, for all you care, be 1996 J++ Java stuff. So no matter how many cores you have in a computer, how much multi-threading, whatever you're doing, it's not going to affect anything. The big important elements are going to be the card, the video card, graphics card. RAM obviously does do some good, and having. Where am I on this? I thought it used to tell me. I don't see it. Maybe this doesn't report it anymore. It seems like it used to be there. Anyway, being in the neighborhood of 4 gigahertz doesn't hurt. Where the hell is it? I don't see it. It's just no longer. Is it over? No, it used to be in there, and now I don't know what changed. So anyway, the hitching has nothing to do with not being, being sub-octa-core or hexadecimal-core or whatever. 16-core, 32, 64, 8192, pick one. It doesn't matter. It's not relevant to functionality, to processing. Well, it's relevant to processing, but no more than anything else. I mean, you could theoretically run this on a single core Pentium 4 from 1998 if you wanted. That's about how old the code is, in theory. I mean, the basics of the code have never been updated to make use of multi-core systems. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference. So far as I can tell, maybe I'm wrong, but everything I've seen suggests that it could be a single core machine, and provided your graphics card is pretty good and there's RAM on every surface of your computer and the cat steps on it, turn it off, and that's as good as you can ever hope for. Oh, look! Someone went for a swim. One thing, and I'm just going to do it. One thing I should do: get the hell up. If I'm going to expand, I was going to mention that. If I want to expand this into more of a real road, like arguably I could put tracks on it too, like go from here to here, I guess, or even from here to 5 meters that way, and then I'll continue all the way to the driveway of the house or whatever all that is. I could put tracks on it, powered rails. With the hitching, I don't know if that would help me much. I might be faster to walk without the extra redstone making it yet hitchier. We've had that problem before. What I'm kind of thinking at the moment is either way, this is outdated. This is at best needless. No, thanks. Because this is a better design, it's quieter, and it's simpler to build. So, I say that we tear this damn thing out because it's just... At best, it's a waste of resources standing here being in my way at this point. I didn't actually get any fish in the first game. Look out. Oh, no, it doesn't matter because I have this. Oh, you know what? Just give me that. I don't care. Get out of my way. Oh, I have slots for fish. I'll just move that over one. Throw that up here. Where the hell? There must be a, what is it, salmon? I don't know why I even have a carrot. Well, I know exactly why. I just didn't ask for it. Meat. How nice. Puffer fish. I have a slot for those, so that's snails or whatever. Bones. Meat. Saddle. 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 It's like Russian roulette. Okay. Eventually it's going to be not a saddle, and that's the end of you. Lily pad, oh nice. Boxes, I don't care about right now. I just want... How is there no... Was there real... I didn't even look. Was there... Apparently there was nothing salmon-y in the box. Ever. I don't know why. What would I have done with them? Those, that's something I want. These go here. Are they just in here and I'm not seeing them? Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, saddles from all hell. Bows and things. No, that was my real bow. We're not going to put that away. Oh, come the hell on. Whatever, get up there. You know, this is going to be faster if I just throw everything in there, and then when I find what I want, I'll move things around to make room for it. I don't care very much. It's all pretty random. But saddles. That one's mine. There is like no salmon in this. That's amazing. I don't see it. String that I can throw in there. Well, actually, I could throw the string. I have a place for that. There's a carrot. I know where that came from. String. Unless... Oh, that's neat. Unless in breaking it, I somehow flipped up. No, that's not what happened. Yeah, whatever, get up. Because, yeah, this is just... There's nothing helpful about this being here anymore, and it's just... I could reuse the stuff somewhere else if I wanted, but... My larger concern at the moment is just getting it out of my damned way, and I'll put stuff away to... I don't care about that carrot. That, I guess, is... Are we out of stuff? Is that all of it? Okay. Invaders wandering around. You are an illegal alien. I'm not sure how I can prove that. There's really no laws. Let's see. I'm going to junk basket all this stuff, I guess, and I'll figure it out someday. For now, I'm just going to get rid of it. That and... No, wait, what the hell? That. Carrot, I guess. I don't care. That. Is that everything? Are we just done? That was fast. Boxes, well... Yeah, I'll just do it. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever. Put the bucket back where I like it. So, yeah. Oh, hell. Hang on. I don't know if I'm quite coming down with a cold. I don't know if that... But there's something very wrong with me. I've been sneezing like hell. But not... Oh, God, got another guy. Hang on. I am with the Minecraft Coast Guard, and you have to turn back. Why are you leaving? No one ever leaves. This is Rupture Farms. I don't get... What do you think is down there? Well, you're probably not wrong, because there is a whole big village that probably would do you more good. What I haven't actually seen yet, I'm a little amazed. Maybe I just haven't seen it. Maybe it's happening. So both of these guys are farmers, right? The one that I just almost arrested but didn't. I am INS, or ICE, or whatever it is now. That guy's a farmer. What I haven't seen is these guys coming out of the water, and instead of going over there where they shouldn't be farmers, going over here where they can bother my crops. And the reason that would really matter, and I haven't seen them do it, I think we're safe. It's weird. if they come in as like, ooh, this is food I can harvest, and they harvest it, but then move on and harvest. Actually, I don't know if they will ever get. I don't know if they do beets. They might. But potatoes, and then and by the time I get back, they've mixed them all up because they don't care what they plant. If they have anything to plant in tilled soil, they'll do that. They don't. They don't. They're in violation of some Leviticus where you can't plant different crops together. I don't know. It probably is. It's that or numbers is going to go in. No one cares. You can't mix fabrics. Anyone wearing polyester is going to hell. That's an interesting. Who knew? Actually, I saw years ago. Yeah, back when there were way less options, so it was more important to say so. Someone, I can't even remember what his religion was, but it was one of the, well, never mind. I was going to say one of the kooky ones, but I'm trying to think what that leaves. But I don't know if it was like Orthodox Judaism or whichever version of Islam is the most unpleasant. He wanted to. He played the game and made a somehow it was important enough. Someone told me that it was like a newspaper article. Well, it was not an article. I don't think a newspaper existed by then. But he starts up, first night. Start the map. Don't die. That's helpful. And he went by whatever weird puritanical rules. Didn't meet. He found pigs. Didn't touch them. Didn't mix crops. I don't know how many crops we had back then. Did all of didn't he? Had some, I don't. I don't know what the religion was. I don't see a huge difference between any of them, so it's not relevant to me which version of kookiness we're talking. But say that it was Islamic. He figured out that day 6 was Friday, so he didn't move all day. Or if he was Jewish, it was Saturday. Or if he was someone who thinks a calendar starts on Monday. I've never understood that one. Why would it start on a Monday? I mean, you can almost make that argument because, like, January the 1st, 2001 was a Monday. So, and then it repeats every 400 years. So if you apply today's calendar, the Gregorian thing that we have, to AD 1, I suppose that was mathematically a Monday, January the 1st. Which isn't relevant because Usher wanted it to be like, was it October the 23rd, BC 4004, which by modern calendar, by the way, is a Thursday, so that's irrelevant to anyone. I don't know. Anyway, so this guy just, whatever, if he saw figs, he damned them or something. I don't know what to tell you. But he made this project out. It was about the time, and for that matter, the importance of the guy who started Minecraft and went nomadic and just kept walking west. I wonder about that guy. I don't know if he's still doing it, but I wonder if he was updating the whole time, because we got rid of the Farland thing. At least kinda. But yeah, that was his whole thing, was just follow the sun. Just walk and then bury himself in the dirt or whatever, I guess, at night. He was making tools on the go and carrying them along. Probably made boats when he got to the water. I don't know. Alright, so where are we on time? We have 1 minute to... Oops. Looked at the screen. Didn't do anything today. Took out a fishery. That was important work. I don't know why we're being invaded. Are you going into the... Let me go see if I can find that one guy, because for all I know, he stumbled his way in. He got onto the fence, which means they are capable of climbing these scaffolds. I wouldn't have expected that. Like, nowhere in any description of we're going to have scaffolds. He's in it. What's he going to do next? No, it's not. Yeah, that is him. No, it's not. But he went up there. That's a different guy. It's not like he got here and it's like, no, I'm not going to be a farmer anymore. I've become a homeless guy. No, it doesn't work. He just becomes something else. I don't know. That guy's someone who's just always been... Why are you a bum? Because my village isn't full, which means I have jobs that aren't spoken for. I don't know why you would be not... What the hell is going on? I don't get it. And there's like no trash. If I'd put a name tag on that guy, I might have been able to keep an eye on him, but I know he was a novice. Not him. Not him. Maybe not him. Possibly. I don't know. I have to watch through it, and I didn't really look at what I hadn't traded with him for. Anyway, yeah, I'm working on the suburban village. I mean, that's over here on the wall. And at this point, it's probably going to be a little easier to spend however many hours building a given thing and then just looking at it next time I record. Because nothing worth doing can be done in half an hour. I can take out a fishery. That's about what I can get away with. Any big building. And as we get further north, I intend to get bigger on buildings. I want to do skyscrapers by the time we get up to what you can't see from here, but skyscrapers is a little, oh, I'm over complimenting the concept. There's no way they'll be more than, well, from sea level, they'd be less than 200 meters tall, that's for sure. Which, on the other hand, is a pretty big skyscraper, even in reality. That's, if every floor was 2 meters, it'd be 100 floors. They wouldn't be, it would be like 3 meters. Wiring and stuff under the floors, whatever. You know what I wish we had? Again, if anyone cared what features I wanted. I want glass doors. Let me show you this real quick. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Do I have glass? I don't know. Probably not. Well, it doesn't need to be. The point is, give me just something. I don't think I have any glass. But for the sake of argument, if you took glass, if this were glass and it's not, do I have glass in here? Oh, I found the salmon though. Okay, whatever. If you take glass and do this, you get panes, right? And those are good. I wish I could take glass and do this and get glass doors. I would like to have glass, because I'm thinking towards, thinking towards skyscrapers and stuff. And if you're going to build a big glass and steel building, glass doors just make some sense to me. I don't know where I just got that. So yeah, let's throw that on the feature list. That's what I want out of it. I want the glass door. Because we have steel doors, which you need buttons to open, or levers or something. You need redstone elements. We have wooden doors, which... I don't like any doors in this game, really. I tolerate the oak doors because they look like doors. The birch doors have these big windows, but they're opaque. The spruce and dark oak doors are... You can't see through them, which I don't like very much. It doesn't matter. I want glass doors. That'd be cool. They swing open. Imagine it would be a thing. It would happen. Hasn't. Well, we'll talk about it later, I guess. Alright. So I'll see you next time when maybe I have some more. I'm going to work on the village up there and just show you my progress next time. That'll be the simplest way to handle this, I think, for a while. So, alright. See you later. Bye.